Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Thursday, November 13th. Yes, lucky number 13. So, with me on the mic, I have three fabulous co hosts my Libra Queen, my Gorgeous Moon, and my Icy Chili. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to all of you. And I want to give a kind reminder to my Auntie Derek's hot tea cold cash giveaway that we started Monday this week. So, and you guys will see that I just shared on slide two the website where you can see the terms and conditions, and that will be auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. Again, visit my giveaways terms and conditions at auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. I want all of you that are listening on YouTube to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to get entries into the giveaway. So, yes, as much as I appreciate the comments on the YouTube and being the first commenter and all of that, thank you so much for your support. However, that will not get you entries into my giveaway that's sponsored here on Chat Mosa. So please, you would have to go to auntiederek.com to make sure you're doing what you need to do to get those entries. And to reiterate, how you get entries into my giveaway, you RSVP to every upcoming live show. And still RSVP because sometimes, even if you feel that you can't make it, something may happen. A meeting may get canceled, and you can come in and tune in. But RSVP because even if you can't make it, because that RSVP is going to still get you an entry. Now, if you happen to RSVP and attend the live show, that'll give you two entries because you gain an additional entry by staying for the entire live show. And then also you share my show on social media with the hashtag Auntie Derek, and that will get you an additional entry. So do all three of those a day. You have a chance to getting three entries per day in my Hot Tea Cold Cash giveaway, where we're giving away $100 every week up through January 19th. So just again, wanted to get Smoothie B, that's for you too, girl. Get your behind over here. You know you love us. Get your behind over here and get your entries. And everybody else listening on YouTube, y'all come over here and get your entries now. Don't play with it. All right. So well now that's out of the way, I think we can go ahead and jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. And what do we like to always start off with if there's any new?
Diddy news.
Yes. And there is no, so he done fucked around and found out, honey. They done added some more time to his sentence.
I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I told
They
you it
not
was
playing with
gonna happen.
him.
Mm.
And you all should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Diddy prison release delayed. And my man, 50 Cent cracks party joke. Of course he would. That's very on brand for him, right? So Diddy finds himself serving additional time behind bars after prison officials discovered multiple rule infractions at Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institution. The hip hop mogul's release date shifted from May 8th of 2028 to June 4th of 2028, adding an extra month following alleged violations that have captured widespread attention. Prison sources revealed Diddy was caught consuming bootleg alcohol crafted from fermented sugar, Fanta soda, and apples. The makeshift beverage represents a serious breach of facility regulations. Additionally, the founder of Bad Boy Records allegedly participated in an unauthorized three-way phone call conversation on November 3rd. Diddy claimed ignorance of the prohibition, stating he never received the prison's admissions handbook. His legal team defended the call as protected under attorney client privilege, according to page 6. The extended sentence stems from Diddy's July conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. His original 4 year, 2 month sentence includes a $500,000 fine and mandatory participation in rehabilitation programs. Diddy has remained incarcerated since his September of 2024 arrest on federal charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's ass wasted no time responding on Instagram. Diddy got to chill out so he can come home. Want to throw him a party? LOL. Oh my God. Again, 50, you might want to dial that back, honey, before people start looking at you with the stuff that we know, allegedly.
I know. Mm-mm-mm. Stop being so damn nasty. Ugh, honey.
That look on brand, hun. I would be surprised if he didn't say. If he stayed quiet, that's what I'd be like. Wait, is something wrong? Did somebody check on 50 Cent? Go. He not being an asshole. Y'all make sure he okay.
Look, don't he get tired? Get
Oh
just
no.
be stay out of people's shit.
Mm, well, you know who else don't get tired of being an asshole and was warned to stay out of that bullshit, honey, before he come over to Brazil? Kanye West, honey.
Ooh, uh,
Brazil said, look here, Miss Kanye. You bring that Nazi shit over here, we will throw your ass in jail. And y'all should see I just shared this TMZ article. Kanye West faces possible arrest in Brazil if he performs Hitler track.
what?
Brazil is not
Oh,
playing. Yes, honey, they not playing with him.
you know what? Mm, 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 mm.
Well,
Let me get
Kanye
this
West is
straight.
currently on a repentance tour for his past anti-Semitic comments, but please forgive me if I mispronounce this because I know I'm a butcher it. But Sao Paulo, the
Sao Paulo, yeah.
Sao Paulo State Prosecutor's Office in Brazil is giving him a stern warning not to entertain Nazism one bit or be thrown in jail. Ye is scheduled to perform there on November 29th, but a complaint was filed with the prosecutor's office Tuesday with strict orders to arrest the hip hop megastar if he performs his track, Hail Hitler. Councilwoman Chris Montero is leading the political charge against Ye with the complaint, and prosecutor Ana Beatriz Pereiro de Souza Frontini issued a ruling prohibiting swastika t shirts or Nazi symbolism of any kind. Sao Paulo's mayor said police will arrest Ye or anyone who makes an apology for Nazism, as in anyone who justifies the fascist ideology. Police will have a team of officers on standby just in case things go haywire. Ye and his team could be charged with crimes of racism and collective moral damages. The promoters of the show, Guilherme Cavalcante and Jean Fabrico Ramos, also face arrest for omission should Ye not fully comply. Tickets are on sale, but Ye and company are scrambling for a location to perform. For what it's worth, Ye appeared to have recently sought the blessings of a famous rabbi to rinse away his past Nazism. Mm. Anyway, we need some of that over here. We need some, but nah, honey, we got too many fascists over here, honey, that would love to see some. But we need that over here. Like you be that Nazi bullshit over here, we throwing your ass in jail.
Like, it's just ridiculous. Honestly, he is just absolutely ridiculous and an embarrassment at this point. I need him to get on his meds. I don't care. You need to get your life right.
I don't know. Now, you know, I'm usually a big advocate for mental health, and I'm a big advocate for therapy and medicinal help. But I feel like with some people, they are too
Oh
far
yeah, no,
gone for any of
he
that.
stayed too far into manic. He's been manic for years now, and that's very damaging mentally. Um,
Baby, that is a rotten apple. Mm-mm.
yeah. I feel, I say I feel bad for his mom, but I'm sure she is just, this is not who she raised.
Hmm. Or maybe it is,
Crazy.
honey. He just waited, till she's no longer here to start acting the fool. But maybe that's who he always been. Because I feel like stuff like this don't happen overnight. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't, but I attribute his mental illness, the mania, like bipolar, manic depression. It's very, and there's a lot, and they do a lot of crazy things when they're manic,
Yeah.
and it distorts their thinking and stuff. So, and then I mean, he's also a narcissist, and he's also a lot of other things. So, allegedly, but it's
Hmm.
sad because he was really, I mean, really good at music. Really, really, really like good at
I
music.
concur. Well, speaking of somebody else who was I guess this is based on opinion, but somebody else who's allegedly good at music, but who's also too far gone and needs all the help in the world. That biracial Canadian, Drake. Honey, why is he accused? Why is he out here being accused of stealing, honey? Thievery, honey. And I just shared this hot new hip hop. You should see where it says Drake faces copyright lawsuit from Italian photographer over what did I miss visual. So this was something that was in his video, and and an Italian artist saw it. They was like, bitch, what? Hold up now. So Drake is once again at the center of a legal issue, and this time it involves an Italian photographer. Per an exclusive report from Grouchy Greg Watkins of All Hip Hop, the Canadian superstar is facing a federal copyright lawsuit from Gabrielle Galimberti, an acclaimed contributor for National Geographic and a World Press photo winner. He's suing Drake, aka Aubrey Graham, as well as OVO Sound, Republic Records, Universal Music Group, and unnamed defendants. Specifically, Galimberti is accusing the rapper of direct infringement over an image used in the What Did I Miss music video. Galimberti points to shots that include the meticulous layout of guns starting at around the 14-second mark of the visual. The photographer claims that Drake blatantly ripped off his Ameriguns portrait down to the very last detail, including its symbolism. In his filing, he says that people online started tagging him with Drake's video attached prior to him hearing about it himself. As a result, Galimberti's legal team put together a side by side of one of his similar Amerigun photos to Drizzy shot in the video where the guns sprawled out by a pool. As a result, Galimberti is arguing that this implies they worked together on this despite no sort of agreement. Moreover, he claims Drake purposely released What Did I Miss around July 4th to bolster the association with the themes. Lastly, and interestingly, Galimberti believes Drake was trying to connect himself to false pedophilia claims that also plagued him. For the photographer, it stemmed from a Balenciaga ad. But unlike the MC, he won his defamation case. However, the photo take for the luxury brand were still tied to that debacle. Given Kendrick Lamar lyrics directed at calling defendant Graham a pedophile and defendant Graham's now dismissed defamation lawsuit on information and belief, defendant Graham sought to imply that he, like plaintiff, would be publicly exonerated. That comes from Galimberti's lawyer, Heather L. Blasey. He's seeking damages, profits, and an injunction stopping further distribution of the video. It's worth noting that Galimberti has been taking shots for this Ameriguns collection for a few years now. You can find his work here, and they got a link where you can see his work. But yeah, so and they were right when they say, lastly and interestingly, because they believe Galimberti's team believed that Drake was trying to use that as some sort of symbolism to imply that he's not a pedophile because Galimberti won his defamation suit, but Drake did not. So he trying to like linking the two. I found that to be very interesting. So, but there we go, honey. Stop stealing, you biracial Canadian. You know better. Well, child, speaking of another Canadian that can get the hell up out of here, honey. Tory Lanez, baby. Y'all know I couldn't wait to talk about this shit.
That little leprechaun, what he doing?
Honey, well, what he not doing is getting out of jail. Because y'all should see where I just
You
shared
ain't
by way of hot new hip
that.
hop. Look, you see where it says Tory Lane's appeal rejected in Megan Thee Stallion shooting case, honey. I don't know how in the hell whoever paid for these attorneys, y'all really got money to waste like that. I don't know how in the hell y'all thought for even one slither of a second that this motherfucker was gonna get out in any way. But okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tory Lanez is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot back in 2020. The performer and his legal team continue to fight for his freedom, but recently they hit another dead end. Per a tweet shared by legal affairs journalist Megan Cuniff, or like we like to call her, either Megan the Bob or Megan the Reporter, um, the California Court of Appeals has affirmed both Lane's convictions and sentence. Alex Spiro, Meg's lawyer, previously pushed back amid the Canadian artist's attempt to challenge the conviction. Despite Mr. Lane's convicted at trial by overwhelming evidence that included his own admission of his guilt, he and his team, flanked by any ignorance of I'm sorry, flanked by any ignorant person they can find, have pushed whatever misleading narrative they can, he said. And that is very true. One by one, their misleading statements unravel, and all that is left is the simple truth. He was convicted by overwhelming evidence, and those who seek to traumatize the victim of the crime should be called out as foolish bullies, Spiro added. Spiro, you ate that. Okay. Well, news of the court's latest decision comes amid Megan's legal battle with Milagro Grams. She's suing the gossip blogger for allegedly spreading misinformation about her shooting. In an attempt to limit his role in the lawsuit and avoid testimony, Lanes requested a protective order in September. Daystar Peterson, Mr. Peterson, by counsel, respectively moves for a protective order under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 26C, the motion read. Mr. Peterson, an incarcerated non party in Pete versus Cooper, and they have the case number here, faces undue burden, prejudice to his ongoing criminal appeal, and constitutional risk if compelled to provide further deposition testimony. Relief is warranted to ensure compliance with the federal rules to protect non parties and to safeguard Mr. Peterson's rights. Ultimately, this request was denied. The focus of Mr. Peterson's deposition is his relationship with defendant Cooper, not with plaintiff, Judge Lisette M. Reed wrote. Thus, the court does not see how testimony regarding Mr. Peterson's communication and relationship with defendant would serve to prejudice his criminal appeal. Basically, that judge said, "Stop playing with her. Bring your ass to court. Stop playing with me. Bring your fucking ass to court." So, mm-mm, that's that on that, honey. And to that motherfucker who blocks me on Facebook, honey, you know who you are. Because I know your ass still listening to the show. Your ass blocked me because you wanted to defend that old clown ass Canadian. Now, look, what you got to say now? Unblock me and tell me what you got to say now, how? I'll wait. hmm Well, anyway, our next story, I guess we won't spend too much time on it, but Antonio Brown is out. He made bail. I guess he was okay with that $25,000 bail, and house arrest. House arrest level 3 is what he has. What we've learned on yesterday's show, and it looks like the first thing he and his attorney did was go buy a food truck, and he is all smiles, honey. Let's see, and y'all look at that big ass bag he got from that food truck, honey. He got him enough food for a whole week, honey.
Look,
And
he got money. It's not, but I'm sorry. He another one that just needs help.
hmm
He don't need to be out here with us causing havoc. He need to get help.
I agree. And let's go ahead and look at him coming fresh out of jail and going to that food truck. Girl, look at all that food, honey. Did he take the
What's the
menu
order? What's good?
too?
You have your ankle bracelet on?
That that question was nasty. Did you hear that?
I heard. hmm That question was a microaggression, honey. Do you have your ankle bracelet on? You see them big ass boots, motherfucker. No, he
I
don't have that ankle bracelet on yet.
yeah. They so goddamn nasty. Although I don't want to defend Antonio Brown ever, but just the principle of the microaggressions is just nuts.
hmm But yeah, honey, as you see his big, he had to take two. He had to pick up all that food with two hands, honey. He said, "Well, if I got to be in the house."
House. I was gonna say he gotta be in the house. He better get some food all he can get right now. I mean, of course he can order, but I'm sure he was like, "This will probably be my last time for a while." And oh well,
uh,
too bad, so sad.
and let me share the link for the people to see. I only shared my screen. There y'all go. For those of you that want to read more about that story,
Mm.
you have that TMZ link. We just saw that video on. Now, this next story, y'all, this is so sad. So remember we talked not too long ago about Delonte West and how they found him like unconscious and they ended up having to call the police on him. Like this is someone else who really needs help, just like Antonio Brown. But it looks like a couple that he was staying with. They've been accused of mistreating him and stuff like that, and those people have actually come to speak out. So you should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Delonte West's helpers respond to critics after former NBA players' latest legal trouble. So Delonte West is facing another controversy after caretakers defend their motives amid exploitation accusations following the former NBA guard's recent arrest in Virginia. The 42-year-old West was discovered unconscious at a Fairfax County intersection on November 3rd and required Narcan administration before being arrested for public intoxication. Following his arrest, videos emerged showing an unidentified couple who had provided West with housing, prompting online critics to question their intentions. The backlash intensified when social media users accused the pair of exploiting West's vulnerable condition for attention and potential financial benefit. The accusations forced one of West's caretakers to respond publicly through a video shared by Raindrops Media on Twitter. We actually lose out financially by what we're doing. We are coming out of our own pockets. We're doing this out of the graciousness of our hearts and the kindness of our souls. And I hope you guys could find the peace and love within yourselves so you can do the same, the woman said in her defense. The response generated mixed reactions across social platforms. Supporters praised the woman's compassion, while skeptics questioned why genuine charitable acts needed public documentation. This represent one of the most heartbreaking post-career trajectories in professional basketball. Selected 24th overall by Boston in the 2004 NBA draft, he compiled a 9-season career with the Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, Dallas Mavericks, and Seattle Supersonics, earning approximately $16 million in career earnings. His professional accomplishments included helping Cleveland reach the 2007 NBA Finals and establishing himself as a tenacious defender. However, mental health challenges emerged during his playing days when he received a bipolar disorder diagnosis in 2008, though West later expressed uncertainty about the condition. Since retirement, West has endured repeated cycles of homelessness, substance abuse, and legal troubles. Previous intervention attempts by NBA figures, including Mark Cuban and former teammates, have provided temporary stability but failed to create lasting change. Recent months have brought additional concerning incidents. Videos circulated showing West dancing roadside while fans offered him money, and the November 3rd arrest marked another low point in West's ongoing battle with addiction and mental health issues. Poor thing. And if y'all it's I didn't even want to show that woman talking because it is
Hmm.
you see Delonte talking and it just doesn't look good. And I don't care what that I'm one of the skeptics, honey, who think, what you not that damn charitable lady. No, you
Yeah.
please. You could tell that lie to
Well, I
somebody else,
mean,
girl.
is it? Is she white?
Of course she is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They have mixed, you know. Yeah. Hmm. It's too many documented cases of white people coming in to be saviors and taking advantage of black people or even anybody, people of color. Shoot, anybody, honestly, because
Hmm.
it could be Asian, it could be whoever they feel like they saving that day. Excuse me.
And like you said, documented, meaning there's proof. There's
Hmm.
records.
I mean, there was a family in Oregon, that killed that little boy. They killed all the kids, in themselves. They drove off a cliff with all these
Hmm.
Yeah,
adopted kids.
I remember that.
Yep.
Hmm.
So yeah, lady, you could, and you very well could be doing it out of the kindness of your heart. I just don't like how it looks. Speaking of something else where I don't like how it looks, honey, that ain't Libra Queen. I know you ain't gonna like this girl because you just don't see it for this lady. But Cynthia Erivo.
Fuck no.
Now,
Let's go ahead and leave.
Yes, and I guess now you can say that bald headed bodyguard, honey, because now and
Yeah.
just look, her jumping in to save this little skinny, frail white girl, honey, and then we know there's this history of them using black women bodies to. I just don't like how this looked. I hated how this looked. I just thought it
Mhm.
was
She threw her own
irresponsible.
body. Hmm.
Yes, and as Cynthia Erivo, if you weren't too busy talking shit about Black Americans, maybe we could have told you that, girl, don't do that because it's not a good look. But sure enough, look at her ass,
But you know,
honey.
she's saving her side piece,
Oh,
allegedly.
well, yeah.
Cause that was you ain't finna mess with my baby. That's what I saw. But you know, hey,
And,
I say
and they already got bodyguards there. They got people
and they didn't do
literally
shit.
paid to do that. Well, they
And the
jumped in.
motherfuckers didn't do shit.
The bodyguard, you'll see because we about to watch the video. The bodyguard, they jumped in, but I mean,
I
it was like a
mean, well,
second
shit.
after
Yeah,
Cynthia, but they did something, but they're paid to do that.
Cynthia.
Cynthia is not.
Hmm. Cynthia moved quick, honey. She was on it in them heels with them nails and was mm.
with her
She's saving
stripper
her boo,
shoes.
honey.
Her
Stupid,
stripper
stupid.
shoes.
Well, let's watch this video. Oh, girl, girl, bye, honey.
I just had to
Good.
protect her. I just saw how fearful she looked. Fuck off.
I mean, really. That was just, mm-mm. And then it goes on to say, it says, security then steps in and removes the fan, as we just saw, and Cynthia and Michelle confront or comfort Ariana, and the man is carried off by security guards. He's met with a chorus of boos from other fans. It appears the guy is known for these stunts. He's believed to be an online personality called Pajama Man, who posts videos of himself bun rushing performers on stage and goofing off in public on TikTok.
I don't
The
like those
remain
people.
Me either, girl. And the remainder of the premiere night appears to have gone without a hitch, but definitely a wicked scare for Ariana. Oh, because Ariana's just this so skinny and frail white lady. Oh my God, so
Mhm. What
delicate.
she
She needs
is.
protection from this black woman, but she don't need protection from that black woman. And that's the
No.
thing I don't like about it. I hate that. And I'm sorry, Cynthia, you should be ashamed of yourself, honey. And again, maybe start listening to Black Americans instead of just using them for sex.
Oh,
Allegedly, allegedly.
oh, shit. Shit. Look here. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, girl, she's saving her boo. That's what that was. I guess.
Hmm. Girl.
I mean,
And
allegedly.
what they say, damn, he better not be Filipino because it kind of looks like one. Girl, you a mess.
But they're somewhere in Asia, though. I don't know what his nationality is, or his ethnicity, but I know they're doing the Asian tour. But yeah, I
Well,
don't like those type of people jumping and being, oh, like you're ruining it for everybody else. Move.
mm. Well, speaking of Asian, I know we don't know much about K-pop, but I know I don't follow, and I don't know if you all know it. I think we've had this conversation before where not too many of us know much about the K-pop genre other than like what's popular and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
there's a K-pop group called New Jeans, and I wanted to talk about this because I actually thought this was a really, really sad story.
Oh no.
Uh, yeah, so imagine that you accuse your management of and stuff, and then you even sue them of bullying you and mismanaging you, and then they end up winning, and then you end up having to go back to them as an artist. Like, could you imagine? Like, well, that's
Mm.
what New Jeans had to go through, honey. New Jeans, a K-pop group. And you should see where it says here, by way of TMZ. New Jeans members returning to record label after losing court case.
Oh, that sucks.
Hmm. So it says, after a long legal battle, all five New Jeans members are returning to their record label, Adore, and that's spelled ADOR. This dispute kicked off in late 2024 when the successful K-pop group announced their plan to depart from Adore due to what they say was mistreatment and manipulation, as well as certain demands not being met, with one being to reinstate CEO and mentor Min Hee Jin. After a series of court battles went in Adore's favor, members Hyen and Hareen announced that they were going to respect the court's ruling and return to the company, according to Adore's official Twitter account. New outlets are reporting the group's other three members, Minji, Hani, and Danielle, have also agreed to return. While the outcome isn't necessarily what New Jeans wanted, at least the band's back together. I don't like that. That is so predatory.
I think that they do a lot of kind of, like lock them into these contracts. I think it's definitely not a good look, but
Mm,
kind of like how they did back in the early 90s to all these boy bands that they were doing,
yeah,
just
yeah,
taking advantage of their talent or whatever and putting these groups together and just stealing money from them. Mm, I hope not, but that's what it looks like.
yeah. Well, girls, I wish you much luck and much success. I hate they got to go through. Oh, I just couldn't imagine. Oh my God, that just sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of horrible, Boosie Badass.
yeah.
Um, he's still, honey, baby. He is still waiting on that Trump pardon, honey. He want that Trump pardon so bad, and y'all should see where I just shared here by way of TMZ. Boosie Badass patient for Trump pardon, but excited about NBA YoungBoy collab. Well, there's a 3 minute video in this clip. We're not going to watch it because I can't take 3 minutes of video. A 3 minute video of Boosie talking to me. I don't want to see that shit, honey.
Thank you.
But
Oh God, thank you.
of course, they caught up with him at what used to be one of my favorite restaurants in Harlem, Amy Roof's. He was out
Hmm.
there in Harlem, and if you all never been out there, I would highly recommend the food. It's delicious. A true Southerner like me loves it. When I was looking for some Southern cuisine, I went to Amy Roof's when I first moved up to New York. But anyway, Boosie Badass will be facing a judge later this month when he's sentenced in California for gun possession. But he's still making the most out of his November with a birthday album release with NBA YoungBoy, who I think we went over the show that he goes by Never YoungBoy Never Broke Again. But anyway, TMZ Hip Hop caught up with Boosie today at Amy Ruth's Chicken and Waffles Hut in Harlem, and we took a few minutes to remember Alicia Johnson, the young fan whose funeral Boosie performed at in October after being contacted by her family. Alicia abruptly died from cancer and didn't get to see Boosie when he popped up in Detroit, but the Louisiana rap star tells us fulfilling her last wish was his honor. Boosie was busted back in June of 2023 when he was spotted on IG Live with a gun in the waistband of his pants. His legal team is pushing for a sentence under 2 years, but Boosie hopes his pleas to President Donald Trump come through for a pardon. He's a globally known rap star. Protection is a must. Okay, TMZ. Still, Boosie tells us he's not even speaking his prison time into fruition. He turns 43 in a couple of days and is celebrating by dropping his 225 Business collaborative album with NBA YoungBoy. 225 is the Baton Rouge area code, in case you didn't know, so they're coming in hot, especially if Boosie has to sit down for a little while. Hmm. Sit down for a long while, honey. Quiet as it's kept. Sit down, honey. Ooh, child, don't nobody want to. Man. Well, anyway, I can go ahead and just confirm, Boosie, that 100% without a doubt, Trump is not going to pardon you. And one of the reasons he's not going to pardon you is because you're not a model. Trump likes his models, honey. Allegedly, allegedly. And the reason I say that is because, so remember yesterday we talked about that man Michael Wolf who was out here, sounding the alarm on those emails and Trump spending long amounts of time with young girls over at the Epstein's house and stuff. They try to use that to blackmail him maybe and stuff like that. But Michael Wolf actually said on his own podcast, honey. Let me get that link over here. Let me get that link, honey. It's another TMZ link, and we're gonna watch like around a minute or so clip with Michael Wolff talking about Trump's love for models, honey. He loves him a model, baby. All kinds of models. Just kind of like how Bubba Gump loved shrimp in Forrest Gump, how he had different kinds of shrimp. That's how he want a tall model, short model, young model, old model. No fat model though. He don't play that. No fat models. Um, but yeah, as long as you're a model, up and coming model, Trump wants you according to Michael Wolff, honey. So let's go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to watch this together, honey. Whenever it wants to comes up. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein had this deep relationship. They knew everything about each other, and then they fell out with enormous acrimony. But for more than a decade, that's what they were doing, and their obsession was women, girls, models. Again, I can't make that point clear enough. It was models, 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 supermodels, runway models, fashion models, catalog models, girls who just wanted to be models. The Trump model agency. Trump knew about the girls, and he damn well did. I have seen the pictures of the girls, again, a dozen snapshots, three of which I vividly remember, two with topless girls sitting on Donald Trump's lap.
Mm-mm. Models, models, models. You heard them? Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know this about this man. I mean, what he's famously said. I grab him by the p word. I would need you to have a clip. I want
Mm,
to
right.
Tik
Mm-hmm.
TikTok to cut it off, but you know what he famously said. So we know this. I don't know why people don't believe he's a creep, a weirdo, a perv. He lost
Mm-hmm.
that lawsuit against I forget the older woman's name that he sexually assaulted on the plane, and she won her suit against him.
Who is that? Jean Carroll. Jean. I forget her
Jean
name.
Carroll. Yep. You're right. You're right. He won that. So I mean, she won that. So we know he's a perv, and he was there with Epstein, perving, and he knew about the young girls. Maybe he was too scared to actually mess with the young girls, so he got them when they was 20. But he was there. He knew, and he condoned it.
Mhm. Models, honey. Underage models. Models
All the
barely over
models
18.
barely.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
He did. Allegedly. hmm
Well,
I can't wait till he go down.
you and me both, girl. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this next story is actually very sad. And remember, we were actually just talking about Euphoria not too long ago. Um, Angus Cloud, one of the stars from Euphoria, the one who died or overdosed, they fucking with his mama. And it is so sad. Fucking with his mama, honey.
Who fucking with his mama? Why would they do that?
Well, y'all see where I have this TMZ article. Angus Cloud's mom sues lawyers over claim against estate of late Euphoria star. So Angus Cloud's mom is striking back at lawyers she claims have been hounding her with bogus claims against the Euphoria star's estate, according to new court documents. In the 2 years since losing her son to an accidental overdose, Lisa Cloud, who administers Angus's estate, claims in a new lawsuit she has suffered elder abuse, emotional distress, and more in connection with the claim from an alleged former personal assistant of Angus against her son's estate. Lisa is going after the firm Hackard Law, attorney Michael Hackard and associate Brian Jeremia for filing what she's calling meritless creditors' claims and a civil action seeking around $310,000 against Angus's estate without sufficient evidence. According to the complaint, this forced Lisa to spend approximately $64,000 in legal fees and in order to fight the claims and caused her severe emotional distress. Furthermore, the papers claim Hackard and Co. knew that money was essential to Lisa's welfare and financial security. According to her, her son's estate was only valued at around $50,000. The lawsuit states the meritless claims were filed on behalf of a man named Jonathan Kim, who claimed to have worked for Angus as a personal assistant and was seeking the money for unpaid wages and commissions. According to Lisa, there was no evidence supporting his claims, and she says Jonathan Kim even later admitted the claim for 195,000 in unpaid commissions was forced upon him by the lawyers to make the case worthwhile, or worth their while actually. What's worse, Lisa claims the firm shared a private letter Lisa sent to the attorneys about Kim's alleged admission, which she says led to her receiving threatening messages from Kim saying he would have Lisa locked up. The complaint says this caused Kim to fear for her physical safety. Lisa is going after the lawyers for damages, including punitive. Girl, get they behinds, girl. I mean, cause if you, I'm trying to figure out how you, if you a personal assistant, how you let it get to that amount. You
You
with
take
an
it.
angle, right? It's leave that lady alone. That old, she is
She
a
lost
old.
her right. She lost her son. Like why are y'all so nasty?
And he doesn't have. I see. I didn't know he had older parents. Like she's not a young girl. Like let me share my screen for a bit so you can see what his mom looks like. But yeah, this is elder abuse. Like leave that lady alone. Look at that. Y'all see that?
Yeah, and I mean, she's still grieving the loss of her child. Like, y'all, that's some nasty ass shit. I can tell you that. That's
I
nasty.
agree.
Um, and she said his estate was only $50,000. I mean, that was his first acting gig. You think he got a gang of money? And she
Mm-mm.
said the legal fees was 64,000. So that was more than the whole goddamn estate.
Right. Crazy.
And then they asking for 100,000. Or what? Air? Shit.
Well, honey, speaking of dwindling money, so y'all the penny, the US penny, that copper penny is officially dead. And y'all should see I just shared by way of TMZ, United States penny dead at 232. Well, it had a good run, honey.
Well, what we gonna do with our pennies and our
Hold on to
change
him.
thing?
Hold on to him. Hold on to
Yeah,
him.
hold on
Hold
to them
on
because
to
they
him.
hold on to them because they're still currency, quote unquote. They just won't be making any new ones according to this article.
The older, check your pennies. The older ones, the oldest ones you have, especially hold on to them.
Y'all listen to Ha. So it took 232 years, but the penny is dead. The last ever penny was minted Wednesday in Philadelphia. President Trump started the penny's doomsday clock back in February when he ordered Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to stop producing new pennies. The clock ran out today when the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced the final pennies to go into circulation. The 1 cent coins had been minted there since 1793, the year after Congress passed the Coinage Act. Pennies are still considered legal tender, but no new pennies will be made, and it's mainly a financial decision. A single penny costs about 3 cents to produce. U.S. Treasurer Brandon Beach hit the button to strike the final penny Wednesday, declaring, God bless America, and we're going to save the taxpayers $56 million. Discontinuing coins is a rarity. Beach says it hasn't happened since way back in 1857 when the half cent was done away with. Abraham Lincoln's been the face of the penny since 1909, but when the penny was born, Lady Liberty graced one side of the coin. The penny is finished, but it's not really going away, at least not yet. Estimates say there are about 250 billion pennies still in circulation. With the penny going the way of the dodo bird, all eyes are now on the nickel. The 5-cent coin costs about 10 cents to produce. And then they're going to end it with penny for your thoughts. I'm saying they are a mess. Let me see. We have a question. Are they true copper? Because copper is used for so many things, including solar panel. Girl, I wish I could tell you, honey. You know better
So
than
the
I
new
do.
the newest pennies, I can't
Mm.
remember the year that they stopped making them with true copper. But newer pennies are not pure copper. They're something else, and I think covered or coated in copper. But there's some older pennies. That's why I say keep your old ones and look, because I can't remember the year that they stopped being completely copper. Are copper and are worth more than its face value if they're completely copper.
Good to know. Thank you, boo. Look, trust me when I tell y'all that's who you want to listen to, honey. That's inside information. Wink, wink. Well, honey, let's talk about some AI and how Morgan Freeman does not like it. So I have this link here from Entertainment Weekly, and y'all see where it says Morgan Freeman slams AI generated voices copying his own. He says, "Don't mimic me with falseness." So Morgan Freeman has one of Hollywood's most iconic voices, and he has no intention of letting anyone exploit it without his consent. The Shawshank Redemption star said that he's unhappy with AI programs cloning his voice without his involvement. I would try to do my let me try to do my best Morgan Freeman. I, I'm a little PO'd, you know. No, it don't sound right. No, I'm not gonna even try. That sounds terrible. Anyway, I'm a little PO'd, you know. He told the Guardian. I'm like any other actor. Don't mimic me with falseness. I don't appreciate it, and I get paid for doing stuff like that. So if you're gonna do it without me, you're robbing me. Freeman suggested that his legal team has already begun pursuing litigation against many of his imitators. Well, I tell you, my lawyers have been very, very busy. The seven star noted that he made an effort to maximize the quality of his voice after receiving advice from Robert Whitman, an instructor at the community college he attended. If you're going to speak, speak distinctly. Hit your final consonants and do exercises to lower your voice, he recalled learning. Most people's voices are higher than they would normally than they would be normally if they knew how to relax it. He taught that sort of thing. Freeman also slammed Tilly Norwood, the AI actress that caused a stir last month after reports that talent agencies considered signing the synthetic performer as a client. Nobody likes her because she's not real, and that takes a part of a real person. So it's not going to work out very well in the movies or in television. He opined. The union's job is to keep actors acting, so there's going to be that conflict. Ooh, wake it up. Indeed, SAG-AFTRA is unenthused by Norwood's existence and offered a statement condemning AI performers shortly after the quote-unquote actress first made headlines. To be clear, Tilly Norwood is not an actor. It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained on the work of countless professional performers without permission or compensation, the union wrote. It has no life experience to draw from, no emotion, and from what we've seen, audiences aren't interested in watching computer generated content untethered from the human experience. Hmm. He right about that. Morgan says, "Stop playing with him, honey." Let me read these comments. It says, per Google, last copper penny minted in 1982. Dang, even before I was born? Dang, I'm not even worth a copper penny? Y'all giving a bitch, y'all making me worth zinc based on the year I was born? Oh, that's horrible. Well, my gorgeous moon is worth a real copper. So that's good. And a queen of happiness. A
Wait, how much am I worth? You went out.
copper penny. So you're real copper. Millennials and moving and younger, we're zinc.
Well, how much? I didn't hear you. You went
Oh, I don't know the amount of it.
out.
I just have looking at my Libra Queen's comment in the chat, and it says per Google, last copper penny minted in 1982.
So when y'all see y'all older pennies, that's before that date. Hold on to them. The older, the better. Hold on to them. But also, let's be clear that as a millennial, I'm priceless. I just want that on the record. What you
You
mean?
know
A
what? Wake that
penny?
up. Wake it up. Okay, priceless, honey. Well, honey, Morgan Freeman, he said don't play with him. He got his lawyers on retainer, lawyers on speed dial. He will sue. He's not still with that girl that's they not together no more. That young girl that was like his I guess his step granddaughter or something like that.
I don't know nothing about that. I just know that I'm with him when he's right. Cause on other things he not too right on. But yeah,
Right, right.
I'm with him when he's right.
Same here. Well, speaking of people who like to be, in relationships with their grandparents, um, Mary Cosby, excuse me, from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think isn't she the only black woman on there? But she's really a fan favorite. But baby, did y'all know they got a documentary coming out about her? Her and they are alleging that she is a cult leader, honey. And y'all should see what I just shared here by way of TMZ. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby, subject of new TLC documentary over church cult allegations. And we're about to watch this trailer. And baby, when I tell you, so the documentary comes out on New Year's Day. It looks like January 1st, Thursday at 8 p.m. on TLC. You talk about a bitch is going to be. I mean, after I'm, I guess, recovering from a New Year's Eve hangover, I will be front and seated watching this documentary because, baby, it looks like it's going to be everything, honey. We have a comment. Oh, cool. I need a summary of what's happening to her. It looks like this documentary is going to give us a great summary. Let's go ahead and watch this trailer real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let that load. Okay.
Mary Cosby is the villain that you love on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Mary's the pastor of Faith Temple Pentecostal Church. Mary being married to her step grandfather was the only thing that people could talk about.
This was the reason that people were watching the show.
He was saying that God was telling him to marry my sister. Next thing you know, she's in his house and they're doing God knows what.
You married your grandpa, and that's it.
I absolutely believe that Mary and Robert are running a cult.
In the eyes of the Faith Temple Church, she is God.
But you ain't coming back unless you come for me, Uncle Dad.
What's up, man?
I'm coming through dark.
You destroy your family to put Robert and Mary first.
Mary's kink is money.
If you have skeletons in your closet, you better not join a reality TV show.
Like a puppy would do.
What do y'all think that you are actually getting away with? It's time for people to know the truth.
The Cult of the Real Housewife. A TLC special event premieres Thursday, January 1st at 8.
Bitch. Bitch. Baby. Auntie Derek will be front and center, seated with popcorn, and you know what? A candy bar on the side, honey. I will be front and center watching this documentary. Oh my God. I I can't wait. I can't wait. Happy did they get you as excited as I am? So, oh, we said watch party. Look, let's plan it. Let's do a watch party on Chat Mosa, honey. We can do that. Yes. Well, I forgot. First of all, I didn't give my three-story warning. So we had three stories left, two stories ago, because now we're down to my last story. And speaking of other things that I can't wait to see, honey. I can so okay. Let me just start off by saying it is very true that Ice Cube has not been one of my favorites for some time now because of his foolishness. But when it comes to those Friday movies, like the first Friday, well, hell, the first three Fridays, baby, I am a huge fan and will always be a fan of them because I just like a bunch of silly shit. Well, baby, this new Friday movie that they got coming out, this is going to be another thing that I'm going to be front and center for and seated with popcorn and a candy bar on the side, honey. And the reason why is because they have one of the greatest writers of all time joining their writers' room. So y'all should see why I just shared here by way of vibe. The Boondocks creator Aaron McGruder joins last Friday writers' room. Baby, that right there should already tell you what kind of movie this is going to be. It is going to be amazing. I already know it. You ain't even got to tell me nothing else or tell me who else is a part of it. Just him alone. And now we know that Mike Epps will be joining the cast. And I don't care what y'all say about him. I find him to be funny. But the fact that Eric McGruder joined this writer's room, baby, oh, we are in for a treat. So, in an exciting turn for fans of the Friday film franchise, legendary cartoonist and writer Aaron McGruder has joined the writers' room for the long rumored final installment of the series, tentatively titled Last Friday. Actor and comedian Mike Epps, who has featured in his recent interview with Big Boy, shared his recent interview with Big Boy. I just was with Ice Cube, DJ Pooh, and Eric McGruder sitting in the room writing this movie. Epps said of the addition of Magruder, creator of the cult savvy comic strip and subsequent animated series The Boondocks. We're writing it right now, and it's going to be crazy. Epps further noted that the occasion was the first time that all of the writers of the film were in a room together to trade ideas about the script. This is the first time we all got together, the Indiana native said while providing the latest update regarding last Friday. Magruder's arrival is significant. His groundbreaking work began with the Boondocks comic strip, debuting in the student newspaper of the University of Maryland and later syndicated nationwide. Then evolved into a sharp, socially conscious animated series for Adult Swim. Known for its biting commentary on race, politics, and culture, the Boondocks earned a dedicated and critically appreciative fan base. Magruder's unique voice and fearless satire have long earned him a reputation for mixing humor with provocative reflection. That's for damn sure. Okay. At the same time, the Friday series lead Ice Cube has been waging a protracted battle in the background. Although the original film premiered in 1995 and spawned sequels Next Friday and Friday After Next, Cube has repeatedly lamented that he cannot bring the new movie to fruition because the studio currently holding the rights, Warner Brothers, via New Line Cinema, continues to stall. I don't know. Warner Brothers is weird right now. They don't know what they're doing. We'd love to have it back, Cube said in a 2022 podcast appearance, adding bluntly, I ain't putting shit up for it. Fuck no. They need to give it to me. He also revealed that two scripts for Last Friday had been submitted and rejected, further fueling speculation that the project was mirrored in development limbo. Earlier this year, it was confirmed that the film is moving forward under the production of Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema. With Aaron McGruder now at the table alongside Cube, DJ Pooh, and Mike Epps, the new draft for the film appears to be gaining fresh momentum. Epps also took a moment to honor Cube's legacy. Shout out to Ice Cube, the Don Mega, the comic said while saluting his longtime co-star. I always give Ice Cube his props, man, because not only did he walk me in the business, but he walked a lot of young brothers and sisters in the business. In short, a landmark culture creator is stepping into a landmark franchise at a crucial juncture. And if this latest writer's room has its way, fans of both the Boondocks and Friday might finally get the chapter they've awaited. And then they have a link where you can watch Mike Epps talk Talk to Big Boy. But yes, I truly am excited because I'm both a fan of the Friday franchise and the Boondocks. So, baby, when I first saw this article, I said, excited. Oh my God. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share? Any tea that I might have missed before I go and watch my stories? Oh, we
You
have a comment in chat. I do. What you got, girl? Okay, let me click this link. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is awful. Oh, let me share this with y'all that we just got in the chat. This is horrible.
What? Let me see. Hold on. What am I looking at?
It's about James Vanderbeek. I'm about to share it.
Oh, okay. Oh, did he pass?
No, oh, thank God. No, not right now. But what he had to do was sell Dawson's Creek memorabilia to pay for cancer treatment.
Oh, yeah. He ain't working. Yeah. That's
That
so
is
bad.
horrible.
Mm-mm-mm. That's very sad.
Well, y'all should see we were given a NBC News article that talks about it, and it says James Vanderbeek is selling memorabilia from throughout his film and television career to help with the financial cost of his cancer treatment. The 48-year-old actor was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2023. All the proceeds from the auction items will go towards his medical costs, people reported in an exclusive interview with Vanderbeek. The Dawson's Creek Star has partnered with Prop Store, an entertainment memorabilia company, to give fans the opportunity to buy wardrobe items, props, and set pieces. Vanderbeek's collection will be sold at the Winter Entertainment's memorabilia auction, which will run from December 5th through December 7th. While I have some nostalgia tugging at me as I part with these items, it feels good to be able to offer them through Prop Store's auction to share with those who have supported my work over the years, Vanderbeek told People. His collection will include the cleats he wore in the cult favorite 1999 teen football film Varsity Blues, as well as several signature items from the beloved TV drama Dawson's Creek, in which Vanderbeek played the title character from 1998 to 2003. A necklace Dawson gave Joey, played by Katie Holmes, for prom is estimated to bring in anywhere from $23,200 to $46,500. And Dawson's pilot episode outfit is expected to sell for $1,700 to $3,500, according to the Prop Store website. I've been storing these treasures for years, waiting for the right time to do something with them. And with all the recent unexpected twists and turns life presented recently, it's clear that time is now, Vanderbeek told People. In September, the original cast of Dawson's Creek, including Katie Holmes, Joshua Jackson, mm, and Michelle Williams, reunited in New York City for a reading of the show's pilot episode to help raise funds for Vanderbeek's treatment. Hamilton creator and star Lin-Manuel Miranda stepped in to play Dawson after Vanderbeek became too ill to perform. Representatives for Vanderbeek did not immediately respond to an NBC News request for comment. That is so sad. I don't find stuff like this to be inspiring. I just don't. It is horrible. Let me see. I hope he wins his battle. He has 6 children. Let me see. Trivia. Chatmosa founders. Chatmosa founders built the DawsonCreek.com website and built the online community to launch the show. Look at me being a part of history. Al. They were the first TV video ad banner used on the web. That's a trivia fact, which is probably not on Wikipedia. And you know what? That's why I said what I said at that LA Tech Week event, honey. When people was like, "Oh, we're just what did you guys say? We're just something you use." And I was like, "Oh no, baby, y'all too modest." I said, if it weren't for these 3 people, then we wouldn't have like video playing on the internet as we know it. So it said we have a comment. Damn, I should look into the garage and see if I can help. Yeah, girl. That is sad though. That is not inspiring. Matter of fact, and you know what? While I was reading this, I actually saw a piece of tea that I forgot to put on my list that I wanted to talk with y'all about. And let's just give me 1 second to find it because it was a video that they played down here.
I just want to know how much is his cancer treatment that he has to literally get into his my rainy day fund or my rainy day assets in order to pay for his treatment. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes about American healthcare system.
Yep. Well, I know it got to be a lot. And then remember when Shirley was telling us about her triple negative breast cancer and the stuff that she had to pay out of pocket, and sometimes she couldn't afford that medication that she needed or treatment. And so just sad. But let me find that. Let me find that. Let me find that article. Cause Akira Montague was talking. So you remember when we talked about Brene who stole that man husband and she got sued by the wife, stole that man from that woman, got sued by the wife, and now she's been ordered to pay $1.75 million in North Carolina in a
Yeah.
courtroom downtown Durham. Well, they actually spoke with
Mhm.
Akira about it, and she talked about it. And I was trying to, and I forgot to put that news article on my notepad, but I'm gonna find it now while I got y'all on the line, honey.
Ooh, I'm glad you brought that. You know what? My friend lives in North Carolina, and she told me about like how, well, even in South Carolina, how y'all could sue each other or put warrants on each other. It's so crazy.
Hmm.
I had never heard of that until she got down there. I said, "No, y'all the wild, wild west around there."
Well, remember it happened with Fantasia years ago. Fantasia got sued for messing around with that man that was working at T-Mobile, who was married.
I didn't know that. Mm-mm.
Oh
I
well,
didn't
now
know
you
that's the
do.
details on that. Oh yeah, now I do.
Oops, did I spill Fantasia's tea? My bad, girl.
Yeah. Did Fantasia lose or win?
Uh, d- I think she won it, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But what we're about to watch is ABC Eyewitness News, honey, and that fine as Dewan Holgert, honey, Angle One, where he talks about Akira Montague, and she speaks out with along with her attorney Robinetta. And let me just tell y'all, honey, I am a Robinetta stan, honey. Y'all gonna see that she gonna be sitting off to the side, perched, honey, like she just knew she did her thing for her client, and I love it. So
Yeah.
this is the link, the ABC 7 New York link, and I'm going to share my screen so we can watch this video together.
This was a something. That story was something else. That woman was out of pocket. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm. All right, that should be playing soon. Any day now, girl.
This is Akira Montague. Days her jury ordered her $1.75 million in an alienation of affection case that has sparked international headlines.
I went right back to work, and so like the people at my job, they kind of got rid of some of my stuff because they thought I wasn't coming back because of how much that I was awarded.
The case is centered around this woman, viral TikTok star Brene Kennard, allegedly having an affair with Montague's husband that she became aware of in January of 2024. Also alleged Kennard flaunted that affair on social media to her more than 3 million followers, claiming she could not wait to become Mrs. Montague.
She's worth everything for him. Like, he's worth everything to her.
The alienation of affection law states that if a marriage ends on an account of infidelity, the husband or wife in certain situations can sue the person who the spouse had the affair with.
I was raised to respect the marriage. I was raised to respect God. So, loyalty, marriage, the White House with the picket fence and the dog, that's me.
Akira becoming emotional, thinking of the impact this has on her kids.
It was horrible. Like, I can't, even right now, I don't like going out in public with my kids because I'll get stopped in the store. I can't have fun with my kids to this day because people harass me and so it's hard.
Attorney Robinetta Jones, who represented Montague, says the evidence of Kennard's actions, who has since married Montague's ex-husband, has consequences.
I want people to be able to think, okay, Miss Montague won $1.75 million. Is that man worth it? Is that woman worth it? They will think now.
The case capturing attention worldwide.
She has an outpouring of support from everyone online and just here in the state of North Carolina. It's because a lot of women can resonate with her.
Akira now looking back at a dream deferred.
Yeah, I was deeply in love with that man, that I would do anything for him. I made sure that I put him first, and I shouldn't have.
Eyewitness News reached out to Brene Kennard for comment after the trial, but she chose to decline. Reporting in Raleigh, Dewan Hogard, ABS 11, Eyewitness News.
I hope she gets that money.
She
I
better
ain't see
get
a
it.
thing, but I heard everything.
Y'all didn't see it?
No. Mm-mm. It was
Oh my
black, but
God,
it's
why y'all
okay
ain't say nothing?
because
We
we
was
was
listening.
listening.
We can use our imagination.
Uh-huh.
Imagination time, okay?
Well, that's not gonna be good for when I translate, the video version of my show over to YouTube. But oh well, y'all gonna have to go
I'm
use your
sorry.
imaginations too.
No, I was like, well, I didn't want to interrupt you. It was going.
But
Mm-mm-mm. That's some
yeah,
nasty
that was
work.
The fact that they
nasty
got
word.
married is crazy.
Well,
Ain't
you
no
done did all
ain't
this.
that
They better get together.
listen. She better than me because ain't no love in the world. Hello. Goodbye.
Honey, honey,
Ain't
it's
no
some of
love.
the nastiest work that I'm glad she was able to sue him and I mean, she should have really beat the brakes off of her though, but hey.
She did in the court of law. Hello.
Well, that too, she should have got both. She should have got them hands and the law
The lady
because
that
that
I
was.
won against, I mean, she's
She
fighting
was
battles
walking
that we don't.
around the house like inappropriate around her kids and every. I would have beat the brakes on that lady.
Listen, that lady is already fighting battles. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. I would have. She would have got hit with a frying pan. What
Ooh,
did
Lord.
Al Green's wife do? She threw some grits on the
Hot
on the
grits,
man.
hot
Look
grits.
here, these. There's so many things that they would have. Look, not at my house. You gonna walk? You walked in, but you walking out limping or on a stretcher, bitch.
And
Oh,
the
did you
link I
see it?
just shared, that was from Fantasia. This is a link from back from 2010. We're talking about Fantasia's quote unquote homeworker lawsuit. I believe she was named in that woman's lawsuit against her husband.
Mm,
Hmm.
but
So if
she
y'all
didn't
want to
have to
read
pay
more about
nothing.
her, no, she
If
didn't have to
you
pay
don't
anything.
want me, then don't talk to me.
Queen's a fool.
And then we have another comment. It says, in other news, George Lucas's museum opening in Los Angeles for Star Wars fans. Oh, nice. Somebody please bring a bottle of air freshener up in there because I know it's gonna stink, honey. Because you know what? That's not that's not nice. But and they talking about deodorant supposed to be going up in price too. Oh, girl. Prayers to
No,
everyone out
don't
there.
tell me that. Oh my God, everything going up.
Prayers to everyone at that George Lucas Museum, honey. Y'all gonna need all the Lysol up in there, honey. Shout out to Star Wars fans, but y'all know y'all don't be taking baths like you should.
Oh Lord.
She said, "The Star Wars." We have a question. Do Star Wars fans stink? I've never seen that movie. You know how they have this thing,
The
nerds,
demographic.
right? Video game nerds and stuff. You know how usually they have an issue with hygiene. Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. um, I do have one question, Auntie, and this is
Hmm.
another story. Did you see the video of that woman who was blind that told the story about the girl that left her? Did y'all talk about this already?
Oh, I heard about
No.
that story. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God. That bitch better go in hiding. If we ever find out who that heifer is, You are getting your ass whooped. This black woman who is blind, like 100% blind, cannot see. She went out with someone she thought was her friend. They went dancing. She likes to go dancing and party. She ain't dead. And so she went out with a girlfriend or who she thought was a girlfriend. And apparently she was getting a lot of attention on the dance floor. Well, the friend apparently got jealous. And at one particular time, she cut in on who she was dancing with. But the girl was like, I don't care. I can't see none of these motherfuckers anyway. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm just here to have a good time. You can see, I can't. You know. Um. So then she started dancing with somebody else. Like, okay. And then she said, next thing she knows, she was getting a text message. And so when she listened to it, it was the girl basically texting her like, get home safe, by the way. Like, I'm gone, get home safely.
Uh-uh.
She left her on the dance floor by herself.
And then fortunately, the dude
The
that she
dude that
was
she
with
was dancing with,
helped her to get an
yeah.
Uber, or help her while she waited for her Uber to come.
Yes, and he was a decent man, thank God.
Yeah.
But like, you are a jealous bitch. You can see, bitch. What the fuck? I swear to God, I hope somebody finds you and beats the brakes off of your ass. You are going to hell, bitch. Because that was the nastiest shit I have ever heard of in my life. You're jealous of somebody that can't even see? That's supposed to be your friend? And you get mad because you ain't got no action? Oh my God.
Hell.
I was livid. Everybody that has talked about it has been upset. Like, girl, I hope she never tells who you are because you gonna get your ass whooped by somebody in the streets.
I'm upset about it now, honey, because that's just that you just don't. What kind of a gutter butt bitch you gotta be to like?
You you
I
insecure, no having self esteem ass bitch. Oh, man, I'm still, yeah, I haven't been okay since I watched her video. Because she started crying. I mean, she was really traumatized. She was terrified. And she had to trust a man that she was just dancing with. She don't even know him to make sure that she gets to the Uber and gets okay. Like, she could have been killed, raped, whatever. Any bad thing could have happened to her because she was vulnerable. And you mad because somebody. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Sorry, I had to.
crazy.
Sorry, we ended on that. But yes, I thought I was wondering if you had talked about it that day. I wasn't there. I missed the
Nope,
room.
that was my first time hearing about that. Well, no, we won't. Well, since that one was so, we'll end it on this because we had a comment suggestion, and I'll go ahead and end it on that instead. So we
Mhm.
actually have, would do you like Star Wars or Star Trek? We're gonna have a poll. So when you go to auntiederik.com and look at today's show, click the poll that will be on slide 21 and vote Star Wars or Star Trek. So let me see, Star Wars.
Which one got the Enterprise?
Oh, that's Star
That's Star
Trek.
Trek.
Okay, so I might by allegiance, I might
So
have to
Star
say
Trek is TV. Star
yeah,
Wars are movies.
yeah, I'm gonna have to lean on Star Trek because by allegiance, them people I used to be a part of, they made a big deal when they decommissioned that ship. Like it was so many people who came there, or so many celebrities. It was too much. Um, but yeah, by default, I'm gonna just have to lean on that one.
Oh,
Oh, I just
let me tell.
voted and it made a sound. That was so cool.
I was told to add neither after the fact, and you know what I did, but initially before I even saw this message, I was like, nah, let me just because I figured like
Just
if you
pick
were
one.
neither, then this poll is not for you. So don't put either. We want the people who actually watched either of these to vote. I was gonna choose neither, but I decided because I don't like contrarians, so we don't know if you didn't watch neither of these, don't vote. These are for
Yeah.
those who watched Star Wars or Star Trek, and choose in slide 21 your favorite.
Star
So
I
Trek has
mean,
a movie though too.
well, in recent years, yes, but
Yeah, I see because
they're most of the Star Trek Trekkies are from TV.
yeah, with the what's the black lady? Damn, what's her name?
Yeah, she lived for
Whoopi
a long time
Goldberg
too.
or
No, well, no, before Whoopi, the original.
Yeah,
Aurora, what
Yeah,
was Nicole, Nichelle, what was her name? Nichelle
you got
something.
Google right now.
You know what I
hmm
sure do. Let me do that right now. Let's see. Star
but yeah, Star Wars had some. You had Whoopi on there.
Nichelle
I'm thinking about
Nichols. That was her name.
Nichols. Yeah, rest her soul. She just died recently, like in the last 5 years, I think. I think.
2022. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew it was. It wasn't that long ago. That was 3 years ago.
How
Mm.
old was she?
Like 90 something.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing the math right now. It says she was born in 1932 and died in 2022.
Yeah.
So she was in
But
her she was in
y'all
her
do the math.
almost yeah
Whoa,
she
we over here struggling. Hold on. Whoa, pump the brakes, guys.
she was may have been 92
89, y'all. She was
89.
89. Woo. Auntie, you might need to edit that out. That don't keep being on us. That might need to be edited out. She was 89.
Yeah, I mean depending on the day of her birthday 1932, yeah, 89 or 90.
Yeah, she
Hmm.
died December. So she had just turned 89 that year. Or was going to turn 80. Or she was going to turn 90 that year. Excuse me. She was going to turn. No, shit. She had turned 89. Ooh, Lord. Okay, yeah,
No,
edit all this out.
she was born in 1932. She was born
Yes,
in
but her birthday's December 28th and she died July 30th.
yeah, that's
So
what I
when
said.
she was supposed to turn 90, that was the year
Yeah,
she died.
okay, gotcha.
Whoa, edit all that out. The struggle was so real.
Well, no, you know what? I don't want to edit out simply because I want to show the people that you can do your critical thinking. You don't have to know
Yeah,
everything.
that's true. But woo, the struggle. What I said, hold on, we need to stop. And we're going to get this right. We're going to
Because
get it right.
at the end of the day, we got it right, and that's all that
We got it
matters.
right. Yes, it did. Woo. Let me get another cup of coffee. Sweet Jesus.
Well,
Y'all,
y'all,
it's been wonderful.
it's been wonderful. And look, the post also says who smells better.
Wow.
We should add who smells better. We know who smells
Mm-mm.
better. We already it's the Star Trek fans because Whoopi Goldberg ain't going to none of them conventions and y'all ain't bathed. She don't play that.
But
So
do Whoopi go to the convention? I don't think she will. So
so like
that might not. I ain't heard her being on the circuit.
right.
What's his name? He's still on the circuit with his old ass. He damn near 100 too.
William Shatner or George
I think
Takei.
he's even slowed down. Yeah, no, well, both of them, but William Shatner, I think is older. I think he
Hmm.
is like almost. He's like in his 90s too. So,
But shout out to Dick Van Dyke. I know he ain't got nothing to do with none
oh,
of that, but shout out to
but
Dick
he
Van
old as
Dyke.
dirt.
Yeah.
Out here skipping on the red carpet.
He is
When I tell
that.
you, if I ever get to 99, I hope it is half as fabulous as Dick Van Dyke, honey.
Hello.
Okay, and with a younger wife. Look how look. William Shatner is 94, and
Wow.
for as I don't know, he's been doing the conventions and stuff. I wonder if he's still out and about, still moving. I don't know, because he was still doing commercials in this last 5 years. So,
I did not know he was in his 90s. That is a
hmm
white man in his 90s. That's a good looking 90 something.
yeah, he holding on. He is holding on.
Wow. Good for him. Well, thank y'all for that.
Oh no,
Anybody have any other tea?
no, I'm good. I gave you all I had.
Yes. Well, join us tomorrow as we go live at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you can make it, we will be back. But thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me today. And do not forget to if you share any of what you like, if you like today's show, clip it and post it on social media. Just be sure to hashtag Auntie Derek so that way we can find you and put you into our giveaway entry. Tomorrow's your last chance too. So when you see me
Mm-hmm.
post the show for tomorrow, tomorrow's last chance to win for $100 this week, and then we'll go into a new week, with the new $100 giveaway. So be sure to get all of your entries in. RSVP to those shows, y'all. YouTube, I'm talking to you. So RSVP, so that we do not miss out on your entries. But until
Hot
then, you
tea,
all
cold
hot
cat.
tea, cold cash for that, Don't miss out, y'all. But until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.